Hello everybody, welcome back. It's Lo with Lo's Keepsakes and Creation. I am here to share with you a project share. Now I will say this, that this will come with a PDF so you can follow me along, and that's exactly what we're going to do right now. So we are going to make our very own ink station. Now this can be used, you can also fit, I think, okay, so you can also fit in your other ones like this. You can fit those in. You can fit your archival ink will fit in here. Now I know it doesn't give you much room for your ink pad over here because it sits just like this. And it's going to sit at an angle is because it won't fit in there all the way. So I actually designed these for the small square ink store, or the inks that I get from Ranger, Tim Holtz Distress Oxides. These are the ones that I'm talking about as far as them being square. So, and what I've done is I've made a little spool that has Velcro on the bottom and it has Velcro on the top. Now I put little gems on there, and I did decorate it and things and put some little material on there to make it more interesting. Now what I do is I just stick that to that, and I simply just move to get, well, this is how you would have to fight it. And I've got arthritis really bad, so I can't pick it up as easy as I think I should. So that's why I put the top on it, for it to come off a little easier. Now you do have to hold the side so you can get it out, but if it's pushed down in there real good, you might have to loosen it up just a little bit to put it in. So, but that's what I come up with, and I thought it was really pretty, guys. I mean, look at the setup. Is that not gorgeous? And I even put feet on her and everything. She has feet on the bottom, and I put 5. And I just decorated them up. They were so nice. I had already had some feet that were pre-colored in my stash that I had, so I just used them, and that's what I did. Now this spot over here is made for your lid. Okay, so it will go over here just like that, and then your inker thing will sit right there just like that. So, and pardon these are so dirty, but you know what, they're well loved. That's why they're dirty. That's just what I'm gonna say. Okay, so who wants to get started in making this? I'm so super excited, and I can't wait for you guys to do this. Now all we needed was just a little bit of chipboard, which I've already done. Okay, so here's what you're gonna get. You're gonna get the PDF to make the ink station, the desk ink station. So, and you're also going to need some plastic. Now what I did is I've got like tons of plastic that come with pictures or something like that, but you know, so I just went into my stash and pulled out a piece because we're going to use the plastic to put inside of our ink. So if you can see that, I don't know if you can because the glare is so bad because of the rhinestones I got. But this just sits in there just like that, so it protects the paper. And you also have one over here too as well. So that way, if it gets too dirty, what I've known is that you could take this out and then wipe it off, and then you're ready for the next color if you needed to change your ink. So, and that's what I do too as well. I just wash that little piece of plastic with some alcohol, and then I put it back into my ink station. Alright, so this is what you're going to need. Now, I'm going to give you the PDF, and when you download it, it will look just like this. Okay? And we're going to walk through all of this with you. Now, what I did is I printed this out twice. The one is to have as a master, and then the second one is to cut out your pieces just like this that's on the PDF. Okay, what I've done is after I've cut them all out, okay, and I do have these alphabetically numbered. Okay, so now you have your base over here, you have your second base, you have C, D, E, and F. Now in my directions, I show you how many times you need to cut out each one. So the base, only just because I am using a very thin chipboard. And when I say thin, honey, it's thin. It is chipboard, but I'm going to say it's probably like a 1/16 of an inch wide or deep is what I'm trying to say. But if you bend it this way, it's hard to bend. But if you go this way, it's easy to bend. So you want to make sure that when you cut, that you have this hard tension of not bending. Okay, so now that we have all that done, alright, so what I did is I just went along, traced everything out that I needed to. D is traced out 4 times, E is traced out 2 times, F is traced out 4, second base is traced out twice, number C is done twice. The only reason why is because of the type of material I'm using. If you have thicker chipboard, then you could possibly just go with 1 layer. So that means you would cut it out, the base 1 time, the second base 1 time, and so forth. Okay, now the F, if you have a bigger chipboard, you'll probably only want to cut it twice. Okay, but I'm going to walk you guys through it with the type that I have. Sorry, I got fuzz all over me is because I was doing some seam binding. Okay, so what I did is I've already went ahead and cut out everything. Okay, now what I did is after I cut them out, then I glued them together. Now if you could see the width of this, if you could see it, okay, see how thick that is compared to this? That's why I said that I needed to print them out twice, is so I could get the depth of the chipboard. But you may already have chipboard that is this depth, which it looks like it's probably more than a 1/16 of an inch, and what I've got is probably a 32nd of an inch. So that's what I'm trying to get to. So I like working with thinner chipboard. It's easier to cut, it's easier to maintain, and to get the thickness of a project, I have to cut out twice and glue them together. And which I'm really fine with that, because once the glue dries, these things are hard as rocks. They really are. So this has already been cut out. I've already got my E. And let's see, this one's F. My base is cut. It's already glued. And then I have these already too as well. So let's move these out of the way. Keep my directions here because that's what we're going to follow. Let's put those up out of the way. Now before I start that, let's do this. I've got a blank piece of paper here. Just regular cardstock. Not printer paper, but just cardstock. And what I want to do is I'm going to be placing this on here like this. And then this one's going to be on here just like this. And what we're going to do is we are going to build from that. Okay? So let me get my glue gun going and everything else like that, and I'll be right back. Okay, what I have here is I kind of just put it together to see where everything goes. So this is A, B, and what's in between it is D as in dog. Okay? Because you have to have a center to separate these two squares. So here is C, E, F, F, D as in dog. So these two are D's. This is C. And then you have 2 F's on the outside and the E. Okay? Now the way I put this together is once these are stood up, they're going to fit in just like a little puzzle. Okay? But before we do that, we've got to put strips on all of our chipboard. The only reason why is just in case something, we need to put strips of white cardstock on our pieces. Now what I have here is I've got my strips here in my box. Y'all can't see, but I'll show you. It's this is what I have. These are all strips that I pre-made for myself. Now depending on what I want to get out, I'm going to get out some of the ones that I've already scored, which I'll show you exactly where you need to score so you can cover up your chipboard. But yeah, this is my this is my strip box, and I just love it. Don't you guys love it? Is it not gorgeous? Oh, I love it. I really, really do. This really does save a lot of time when you're trying to put chipboard together and stuff, that you can just go in there and pull out your strips of whatever you've got in there. So, but that's what I have. Alright, let me put this over to the side so it don't fall. And I also have I made a toolbox. Now, when I say toolbox, I mean, you know, the crafter's toolbox. So all I did was made a box, put it all together, put this in the middle so I could separate my scissors from my pokey tools or pens or whatever, so they're not mixed up in there. So, and this one as well has feet too. So, but I still need to go around and do the rhinestones on the top. So, alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to make, I think these strips are 2 inches, 3 inches. They are 1.5 inch. Okay, now when I put these on the scoring pad, or the scoring, let me get my score out. Now when I put these, this is 8.5 by 11. So when I put these on there, I'm going to go to the center, which you see my little dots right here. These are my centers. And all I'm going to do is score down into the middle and then go right next to it and score it again. This gives us a top to put on top of our chipboards. So it's going to be something like this. So it's going to sit on top of the chipboard with the 1/8 of an inch gusset, if that makes any sense. So move this out of the way. So we don't need that because I've already done a bunch of pre-cutting and stuff like that was already in my box. So I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. So what we're going to do is each one has to have a white cover on it. Now when you cover these, make sure you know where it went, because it's going to be covered up with white cardstock, but you need to also remember the alphabet on it. So I would probably, after you get done covering each one of them, I would make a pencil mark to say this one's D as in dog, and it goes right there. Okay, so all we need to do is, now I'm not going to do all of these on camera, but I will show you what we're going to do. Now your chipboard should be about 1/8 of an inch wide. Alright, so what I've done is I've just gone in here, glued them. Here, let me get this. Sorry you guys, I've been sick for the past week and I'm trying to get my bearings right, and my bearings are still loose a little bit. So that's what that is. But let me get some glue. Where's my glue that I like using? I'm going to use this one. Alright. This is just clear PVA glue. And all I'm going to do is go right here in this gusset. And I'm going to place my piece of chipboard right inside that gusset. Okay? Just like that. And I'm going to get the other D, and I'm going to place it, excuse me, I'm going to place it right here in this gusset too as well. Move that glue around. I want to make sure I got plenty of space for the ends. It's not too difficult to do. I mean, you just want to make sure that your tops right here are all covered with chipboard. I mean, with the cardstock, just like this. Okay, so if you look at this right here, this is the cardstock. Okay, so all we're doing is covering up that chipboard. All right, so what I found that was the easiest when taking these strips, I just glued them to the one side and let them dry, just like that. Make sure it stays. And then after they all dry inside the 8-inch gusset, now these of course will be placed down on paper, and they'll be glued on the paper with the gusset, or the D. My apologies. D will sit in between A and B. Okay, but these two are going to go on paper, and we're going to cover these as well. So if you want to go ahead and do that, I hope I was simple enough with that. I apologize, y'all. I have really been sick, and I am struggling. I really am. My sugar has just been out of sight. It's been horrible. And I don't know if y'all, I'm a type 1 diabetic, and I'm getting my pump next week, but I mean, do you guys struggle just as well as I do? Like, if you have your high days, it's like something happens to you the next day. It's like nothing adds up right. It just, you go into a fog. That's what I say you do. I must have not put enough glue there. Alright, so that's what you're going to do. And then these will go on an 1/8 of an inch gusset too as well. Put those to the side. So I want those to dry real good before I start wrapping them, because this is what happens if you move too fast and the drying time interferes with wrapping your chipboard. You're going to find it's going to be loose and everything else like that. So we don't want that. We got time. Isn't that right? We got all the time in the world to make crafts. I'm retired, so that's what this is what I love to do. I love to craft and make journals, and I have been since 2017, and I love it. I love the community. I mean, the junk journal world of crafters, we all are just absolutely in love with making journals. It's a wonderful time in your life. If you ever get to crafting and you're doing things like this, it's so refreshing to get this done. So anyway, let me glue these and I'll quit yapping and I'll be back. Okay, y'all, I had to go get me some coffee. But anyway, these are really good and dried. Hang on. Oh, excuse me. Ooh, that tastes so good. Okay, so mine are all covered, the top sides. Okay, now I did not do the bottoms. Okay, so if you had already done the bottoms, it's okay. It's not going to bother anything. But also to my edges, they're not covered neither. Okay, so all I did was wrap this with the 1/8 of an inch scoring and placed it in the middle, and then I pulled the sides down, and then I just simply trimmed around it to the chipboard. So, but anyway, so if you play with it, because now we've got our alphabet is covered up. So the easiest way that you could do that is just try and put the puzzle together, just like this, over here, just like this. So we got, this is going to be that, okay? And then this one is going to be this over here, okay? So all you got to do is just kind of put the puzzles together. And I can tell you that both of these right here are the F's. So they're going to be the side wall for your top, okay? And then this one was, here, let me show you. I'm going to get the plan. So all you got to do is just go in there and just kind of match it up. So now that one's E, and E is going to go over here to this side, okay? And then this one right here is D, and that one goes there. This one is D, and that one goes there too as well. Now your longest one, C, goes over here, and it goes on the outside of all of your chipboard edges. So it should line up once you push everything together. Alright, so now the best way to do that is get a piece of cardstock, and we're just going to simply build it on a piece of paper, okay? We're going to let it all dry, and then once we cut it all out, then we'll finish the decorations, okay? So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to pull my pieces out of the way. Alright, so this is going to be, excuse me, by doing this, we're doing the back, and we're securing it better, okay? We're still going to put design paper on the back of it, okay? So I didn't want y'all to get confused about that. So, but we're just going to cut it out. I mean, it's going to be fairly easy to just follow the chipboard and then cut it all out. So let's get this one down. Make sure I got all my glue set. Okay. Now I'm going to use art glitter glue. I hope you guys are doing well. And I hope that you really like this project. Y'all gotta let me know. Y'all gotta let me know. I got more coming. I want to make a station for your hot glue gun. So I've got one now, but it's, you know, a few years old and it's pretty bad. So okay, so we got that down. Now we're going to put this even to A, okay? And then this is going to slide in right between it. So you want this to be as straight as possible for this one. Or not that one. How did I do that? Oh, you know what? That's right. Because I got to go this way. Look, y'all, I done made a mistake. I hope this is going to fit. Looks like it will. Okay. My bad, I'm so sorry. I really am sorry. This is what happens when you get all messed up and don't know what you're doing. So you kind of forget about it a little bit. Okay, so now we're going to do that. Alright, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put glue right here on the bottom. And I'm using art glitter glue, okay guys? Or you can use any kind of glue that you want to that's going to dry clear. Okay, now I need to take the glue and put it over here on the side, so this will be glued to that. Make sure that you're even. Sorry guys, this thing's moving all over the place. Alright, so let's see. I want to make sure I get real close to that. Now, if you've got glue that's oozing, like I just did, just take your bone folder and do just like that. Okay, because we're going to cover this and you're not going to see any of the imperfection of the glue, if that makes any sense. Okay, so what's next over here? I gotta grab some napkins. Alright, and I need a new garbage garbage bowl or something. I don't know. My jewelry took over my garbage box. So now I got to make a new one. Alright, so let's make sure that we're going to fit just perfect. We got to make sure that we have this on the outside. Okay, so we're just going to cut right around it. Alright, so let me get this one glued down. Are y'all happy that spring's here? Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. I really am. I get into my gardening of my plants and stuff. I really do, and I love it. Absolutely love it. Now make sure that you're pressing up against your divider here. And make sure you are even. Okay? All I'm doing is just simply pressing down. Alright, so now we got to put on, what was it? Let's see, this one. And then this one over here. So it should go just like that. Okay? So we're going to do the same thing. We are going to put glue on the bottom. And then right here on the side. And don't forget that it's got to be attached to the divider. So you want to put your glue right there on the top, or right here on this side here. So that way you can make sure that you're attaching to the divider. So wherever your chipboard placement goes, you just have to make sure that everything is put in place. And that way so it stays strong. This is like a really important step, is because we're actually molding this all together. And yeah, so it's going to be really pretty, guys. I can't wait. I just love this. So, alright, so we have this one goes over here. Okay, so this one goes over here. Does it? No, it goes over here. Sorry, guys. These are F's. Okay, so same thing. Glue. And glue here on the side. And then up on the other one. Because you got to attach them right there in the corner. Okay? Let's see. Which way do I want to go? This way. Alright. Alright, here we go. Make sure your corners are good and snugged. Now, on this one right here, we want to make sure this one's on the outside of the chipboard here. Now Mine's a little short, and I'm okay with that because it's really not going to make a difference. I guess I must have cut the tip off of it too short. Ah! Alright, glue. I'll let you dry. Alright, so then this one goes over here. And this one, like I said, was E. We're just going to put the glue on the bottom. Glue up here on the side. And if you're oozing glue, don't worry about it, guys. Don't worry about it. Like me right now. But you know what? I just got to make sure that they get good contact. So that's why I do what I do. So... And we're building this like on a, how do you want to say, like a station or something like that. So I think it's so much more easier to glue the pieces together on a piece of paper or cardstock, you know what I'm saying, and mold it together. That's what I did with the first one that I made. I molded it on the paper. On the cardstock, rather. Alright, so let's put on this one. So this is going to go over here. Same thing. I'm so excited. I can't wait. So after we get these glued on, what we're going to wind up doing is then we're going to get our design paper, and I'm going to show you how easy it is to put the design paper on. But I have to wait for this to all completely dry first, because I don't want to go in there with the design paper and then kind of mess it all up. So I just want to get it all dried first. So we're just going to put this together, walk away, go do something, get your design paper, figure out which one you're going to use. Also too, you want to pick out 5 of these. I can't even remember. 5 of these. I just pulled them out of my tray. Like I said, I've got a bunch of them that I've already pre-painted and stuff. But I've got a design paper that I think that these are going to go very well with. So get your 5 of them. 5 of your little feet. Alright, make sure this gets right up next to that cardboard. I mean that chipboard, I'm sorry. There we go. Got to make sure corners. This one right here on this side, this one is the E. Okay, the E actually fits right here on the side outwards. I've got to get this to stay. See, that's why we're building on the cardstock. Because once all this dries, I mean, it's going to be hard as a rock. Alright. I'm having a hard time with this one. Just don't need to mess with it. You're just fitting them together, guys. That's all you're doing. You're just like putting a puzzle together. And now this one will go all the way on this side. Okay? So we're going to do the same thing. Now, I said that I had cut this one a little bit too short when I was trimming the paper off. So it's going to be okay, because I'm going to put the gems on it like I did this one. Alright, so... Alright, get that in there. Real good. Oh gosh. Not like that. Me and my glue. Man, I'm telling you. I fight with glue all day long. All day. I think I got enough. I don't think I need to put any on this one. Let me squeeze all that glue up in there. And then now, push it right up next to that bottom base. Alright, so, okay, so that's how it's done. So, we are going to let this dry. And then once it's completely dried, then we'll come back and then we'll cut it off of the cardstock. And then we'll have just a plain base as this. I'll show you. Okay? So it's going to be something like this. Alright? And then once you're done with all of that, then we we're going to put your design paper on, and then you're also going to get some plastic and put on top of your design paper inside. So I already got my design paper picked out, and I'm going to go ahead and pre-cut these little trims. Now I can tell you that they're a 1/4 inch, and you make it all the way around, 1/4 inches. These are 1/4 inch strips. Okay, now these on the back side, on the side of them, what I did is I took a piece of paper and I started in here, and then I glued, and I just kind of went all the way around. And then when I ran out of paper, then I picked up where I was, and then I kept running it all the way around. So that might be easy for you guys to do if you wanted to do that, okay? But you got to cut out 1/4 inches. You got, what I do is I simply just put the paper right here and right there, or you can use a measuring whatever and figure out what the size is. Now what I winded up doing is, because I know that they were a 1/4 inch, so I started in here with glue and the design paper, and I went all the way around. So I took a 11-inch paper that was cut down in 1/4 inches, okay, and all I did was just come in here and kept going all the way around, and then catch up with more paper. But we'll go over that when this is dried, okay? So I'm gonna pop out of here real quick and see what we've got going on, and wait for that to dry, and I'll be back. Okay guys, I'm back. It's pretty good and dry. I mean, it might be a little wet still, because the best of it, for it to be really good and strong, is just let it dry overnight. So that's what I'm gonna do before we do the feet and everything else like that. So, but in video time, it will be in 2 seconds. But anyway, so I've got it all glued together, and it's did pretty good. It's holding really, really nice. I really like it. Okay, so the next step is, I wanted to let you, well, first back up. I got my knife here. I wanted to tell you guys, when I was cutting this out, if you take your blade and open it up all the way, and then push right there up next to the side, and then cut, you'll wind up cutting a really nice edge. So I just want to let you guys know that I did this with the knife, okay? But you can certainly do it with scissors if you want. Okay, so that's that. So the next part, yay, the next part is the digitals. Uh-oh, my battery's running that low. I'll be right back. Okay, y'all, this is the fun time. This is picking out your design paper or your digital. So I picked digital. Now, I winded up buying this off of Etsy, and the seller's name is Mark Books, and then an N, and then it says Planners. So she has awesome, amazing digitals. I absolutely love her work. She does an amazing job. I mean, it's just crazy. Look at this. This is, now underneath here is the page that I chose to cut out for my station. Okay, here it is. Is that not gorgeous? Oh my God, look at the vibrant of that butterfly. Even this, look at that flower. I mean, it looks like this is like so 3D. It's absolutely gorgeous, isn't it? I just can't get over that butterfly. So in this set is called Ivory Rainbow. Okay, and it's a scrapbooking digital junk journal kit, is what she says. Now, and she also has 26 pages of different things. I mean, different digitals. Okay, and they're all in A4 side. Okay, so I'll let you guys look at that real quick. Let's get it over here. And this is her journal kit, her digital. Look at that. Is that not amazing? Look at that. That is so gorgeous. Wow. So 3D. Absolutely love it. Could you imagine like tearing this right here? Tearing it. Okay. And pull this in and pull this and move that. But cut this and then put it on top of a journal. Would that not look gorgeous? Wow. That's a really great idea. So here's another one. Look at these colors. Aren't they just gorgeous? Now look at this one, you guys. Look at that. Wow. Isn't it beautiful? Now, I'm not going to go through the rest of them because you could go to Etsy and go look at the collection. Okay, so it's Ivory Rainbow. And, excuse me, I don't know how to say her name. But that's her. Okay? And go over there to Etsy and go look at this. This is absolutely gorgeous. And also, too, if you can see, she's also running a 20% off sale. So, get over there to MARKBOOKNPLANNERS and go look and see more digitals. I bought so many of them a few weeks ago, and I'm so excited to get started on some of her digitals. So, but yeah, that's what I picked out. I didn't do a design paper. I just picked out digitals because I've got some work that I'm doing for upcoming journal, and it's going to be, I'm going to be using some of these pages. So, alright, so anyway, so that's what I did, and I can tell you guys how I did it. Alright, what I did is I kind of pretty much placed this where I wanted it to be. Okay, and then once I cut those out, then I start cutting out strips that will go on the inside and strips that will go on the outside. Okay, and I'll show you what I did. I'm moving it all. Okay, so this is what I got set up. Alright, so that's this. This goes here. This one goes here. And I cut 1/4 inch strips from that piece of paper that I had worked with. Okay, so I cut about, let's see, 5 of them, because I want to make sure that we get all of this inside right here covered. Okay, so that's going to sit in there, but see, look, I got to trim it, so it's okay. Just what you would want to do is just trim and glue. That's what I would say, trim and glue. Yeah, so this one needs a little bit more off of it, and probably this one too. And what I did is I continued the pattern. So you see what I'm saying? I continued the pattern. Is that not gorgeous? Oh, I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, let me trim this one. And I know this one's probably going to be about maybe a 1/16 of an inch off. You just keep trimming little pieces. Don't go with big pieces. Okay, so that's going to fit in. And then this one needs a little help on this side. Probably a 1/16 of an inch. Little bitty strips. See? I mean, I'm cutting little bitty strips. Alright, so this one went this way. And how am I doing? I think that might be okay. Let me see what's hanging this one up. Oh, glue. Okay. Okay, let me cut just a little bit more off on this side. Come on now. There we go. Alright, there we go. She's fitting in there. So what you're going to do is you're going to wind up gluing those. Okay? And then once you get these glued in, then you're going to take your 1/4 inch strips. And then you're going to start with a glue. Or whatever. You can even use double-sided tape if you want to. But I would ask you to just use the white glue. Okay? Now what you're going to do is you're going to take your strips and you're going to go all the way around on the inside. Now when you come short of one, just pick up another one, put it up next to it, and keep on going. Okay? So we're going to use the whole 8.5 inches. So that's what I did. So once I get all these glued down, put that and that glued in, and then start doing my strips on the inside. Then we're going to move to the outside, and these right here I cut at what is these? These are a 1/4 inch. Okay, so I cut me about 4, 5 of them, I think, but these are going to go on the outside. Okay, so I've already got those strips ready. And then of course you see this bling sitting over here. I already got my bling ready. Yep. So this is going to be going on my top. So isn't this just gorgeous? Wait till I get the clear put on top of this. It's going to be like a picture frame or a piece of glass on top of it. It's going to look really, really pretty. Okay, so in YouTube time, I will be back in 2 seconds. Okay, y'all, I got all my sides done, all inside, and they're all nice and trimmed. Isn't that pretty? I really do like that. And then I also did the outside too, so that's all done too as well. And then since I did that, I decided to go ahead and cover the back. So here's my bottom. So isn't that pretty? I just continued with that same pattern that I used over here. So isn't that pretty though? Oh, it's awesome. Okay, so what I'm going to do at this point, you can decorate this anything you want to do. Like say if you wanted to put some let's see, where is she? Where is she? Where is that bottle? Okay, like I was saying, if you wanted to decorate this right now, this would be the best time. Now I've got glossy accent, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it on top of this butterfly, and I think I might do some glitter or something, you know. And then after I do all of that, then of course I'm going to take I have a jar of glue that I use, and I put it all over it and then let it dry overnight. So I'm going to stop right here. I am going to go ahead and seal this after I get done decorating it. So in YouTube world, I'll be back in 2 seconds, and it'll be dry and everything will be ready, and we'll get ready to do the top with our little beads or whatever you want to put on there. And then also too, we're going to put on our little box feet. We're going to put those on. And then also too, what I did is I found one of these little spools, and my husband got this pack over at Dollar General. So I had an extra one sitting inside my box that I keep all my stuff in. And what I winded up doing, because these things have like, I don't know if you can see that, but it has like holes, and it's really deep right there. So I had to use the hot glue gun to fill that in and then put white cardstock on it. And what we're going to do is we're going to simply place this on our paper, and we're going to do both sides. Okay? And then we're going to do something else, decorate this, and then put the Velcro together. So, and we'll do that too as well. So I'll show you guys that one as well. And we'll decorate this one up too. I'll put some jewels on it and things like that. So, but I'm going to go for right now. This is probably a very long video, and it probably does need a lot of editing. But anyway, so I hope you guys are about this far, and I hope you're enjoying it. And when I come back, I'll show you little things that I might have done to decorate it, you know, glossy accent, and then put some glitter on top of the glossy accent or something like that. So, but I do want this to pop, and in order to do that, I'm going to seal it in with my glue paste over here that I've got. So, but I'll be back, guys. So I hope you guys are enjoying this video, and I really do appreciate it. And make sure you like and you give me a thumbs up. Give me a comment down below. Tell me what you're doing and things like that. And also too, if you want to share your project, don't forget to go over to my Facebook group, which is Lois Keepsakes and Creation. And you can post over there your little projects and let me know how you guys are doing. So, but anyway, with all that said, I get to yapping too much at the end of the video. I do apologize. But anyway, so what we're going to do is just let this dry overnight. When you guys see it, it's going to be decorated. And we'll put this stuff on together. And after that, we will put the feet on. And I'll show you guys how to do that too as well. And we're going to use little itty bitty screws. So look for your little feet, your box feet, and we're going to use these little screws. And you're going to be like, that is not going to fit in there, but it does. It works out perfect. So, but yeah, so go get all of that stuff ready, and let me know how you guys are doing. I really appreciate it, you know. I want to grow my channel, so I'm just trying to entertain you guys the best I can. That's all I could say. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video, and until next time, you guys, we'll be back. Bye-bye. Okay, you guys, I'm back. So this is actually a wait overnight for this to dry. So it dried really, really nice. I backed it with some more of that cardstock. Isn't that beautiful? I wish I had a laser printer, you guys. I really do, because if this was put on laser paper, oh, it would look so beautiful. But this is inkjet paper, so, but we still get the gradients of how beautiful these digitals are. Now, I had a little play, and you guys are looking at it like, oh my gosh, it's look at it. It is just beautiful. Look what I did. Is that not cute? Look. Okay, and I'll tell you guys how I did that. Now, what I did was, I came in this morning, okay, and I wanted to do a little bit of spicing up this before we got ready to put the diamond strips on. So I took my glossy accent and I just actually put it where I wanted it to be, and I used Recollection Extra Fine Glitter, and this one is called Frost. So all I did was sprinkle it on there and then moved it around and then shaked off the excess. So it's actually really, really dry. So, but I don't want to touch it because I keep getting glitter everywhere. And what I need to do is take a brush and just clean off the excess glitter is what I need to do. So anyway, so we're back at this part. Oh, for the flower, I used, this just says glitter, and it's tangerine. So that was the color that I used, if it'll focus. It's got so much glitter going on. There we go. Maybe. Yeah, see, it's not, the camera is not catching it up. So I apologize. Let's see. But if I could find it in Amazon, I'll link these two colors for you guys, if you wanted to do exactly what I had done. But you can also take your Nuvo drops, and you can actually do that too as well without using powder glitter. So you can use stickles, you can use glitter accent. I have this one right here, which is the luxury glitter effect to your craft project. And I always put what it is on top of my little tops, like this one right here. You would probably see that. So, but anyway, so you can use whatever you want to do. You can not fancy this up. If glitter is not for you, don't use glitter. Okay, now I did go ahead and pre-cut out my plastic covers that go inside my tray. Now, what I can just say to this is measure your little piece and just say the inside is about a 5 1/16. So just cut it out and then just place it in there and just keep cutting to fit until you have it sitting down really nice. Now, I wouldn't suggest on gluing this, is only because if you change out your ink, you want to have the ability to wash off this plastic. So I'm trying to get it to fit in there nice. There we go. Okay, because it was actually cut to fit, so I had to move the plastic around until it, see, this one's the same way. Nope. Nope. Is that it? No. Come on now. You're making a fool out of me. It won't fit back in my little tray. Sorry, guys. I'll cut this out. I gotta find the... There it goes. There it goes. Okay, so what I did is just fit to cut the plastic that I put in here. You can use anything that you want. You can use acetate. You can use things from photo albums, the plastic paper, or the plastic picture holders. You could use some plastic like that. Whatever comes to your mind, you can do. Or you don't have to, you know, but I would suggest so, because you're not... I was gonna cover this, you guys, with decoupage, but I did a piece and I tried it out and I didn't like the decoupage on it. And I'm hoping I can find it. What did I do with it? Oh no. Uh-oh, I lost it. Yep, I lost it. Okay, but anyway, I decoupaged a piece of my, this is on cardstock. This is 110 pound, excuse me, cardstock. And this is an inkjet printer. Okay, so, sometimes we decoupage the image, you know, with the glue and stuff like that, to make colors pop off of the page. But I did it this morning and I didn't like how it dried. It didn't really make the effect like I really wanted it to. So, for that being said, I just left mine not decoupaged. So, and I apologize for all of the glare, but we have so much glitter going on, don't we? Isn't that awesome? It makes me create more things and be more creative when I have beautiful stuff sitting around me. You know, so who doesn't like beautiful stuff? Like my glue bottles, you know, I fancy them up. You know, it gives me encouragement. It sits on my desk and it looks beautiful. You know what I'm saying? So, and then yesterday I showed you guys my toolbox. Well, look at it this morning. What? Yes, I had to bling it out. Isn't that beautiful? Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. So it sits right here at my desk, and like I said, I grabbed the skinny tools over here, and then this is going to be for my scissors. So, and I made a little bit of a ledge is because when I put my scissors in, they still poke up, you know, like, where are my scissors? Well, I don't, oh, I took them outside. They're outside. Oh, goodness. It's been a day already, guys. I apologize. So anyway, so what we're at this stage, if you have already gone around and covered all of your edges, and you also did the back side, just like I did with this one, and then now you've got your little plastic inserts inside there. So this looks like this. You can put that right there, and then of course when you take off your lid, it sits right there. Isn't that beautiful? I love it. Because you know what? The lid, when we take the lid off to decorate our edges and stuff, distress it, we're already taking up real estate with this. You know, it's moved somewhere, it's here or there, it doesn't matter, but it's nice now to have it all in the same place. And I absolutely love this, how it turned out. Desk ink storage. Isn't it gorgeous? I just love it. So, okay, so let's get to putting on our glitter. I mean our diamond strips. Now, I'll tell you that I got these at the DG, parentheses, Dollar General. So I don't know how much they are. It doesn't even really say, but you guys know where it is. So that's what I got. These are relatively flat, and they give a lot of sparkle, and I love them. So what we're going to do here, we're just actually going to go around and glue our pieces down. Now this already has a sticky back, you guys, and it peels off like so. But I'll tell you this right now, that the sticky adhesive is not strong enough to stay on your ink station here. So what we need to do is, what I found to be good contact is just using my art glitter glue. But you can use any other kind of glue that you want to. But I'm just using the art glitter glue. Excuse me, I can't talk. The art glitter glue. Okay, I'm using that. It's just only because it has a fine tip on it. And I can actually take and put the glue right here. Let me get it, start going. There we go. Right here. Okay, and I've already peeled off the backing. Let's get some of this glue up here. And then what I do is I just place it on there, on the top, because this fits perfectly. Perfectly. Now if you wanted to get something to help hold it, get your little clips out, and that's what I've been doing. So I actually just go around the whole box. Let me put my clips on. So that way it stays down. There we go. There we go. Okay. And all you're going to do is just kind of finish going all the way around. That's what I would do. And then once I come back and all of mine are glued down and it's dried and stuff, next we're going to move over to the feet. So go and get all of this done, and I'll be right back as soon as I'm done. Okay, you guys, I think I about got it going on. I think we're going to wind up finishing this. Okay, now if you guys are at the stage where I am putting my feet on, I'm going to tell you how I acquired colored feet to match my butterfly on my board. If you can see that, let's see if I can show you. I'm going to zoom you guys in, so hang on just a minute. Let me move this. Okay, Here we go. Sorry for the wiggle. Alright, so anyway, I went outside and I have like a bunch of these are the antique brass ones that you get off of Amazon. And if I can find these, I'll link these for you guys so you can get them too as well. But they come cheaper like this, but if you buy them like in the gold, they come more expensive. So, and I didn't want to use gold on my project, but I just wanted to show you that we also have gold feet if you wanted to do gold feet. So, and here is just an example of some of the things that I painted. Now, I'll go outside on a sunny day and I'll mix my spray paints, and I'll put a little bit of blue on this one, a little bit of pink on the other one, but just to dress them up a little bit. So, but yeah, so that's what I got going on. So I've decided to, on my feet, if you can tell, let's see if it'll get focused. Okay, you see the shimmer on my feet? Okay, well, I acquired by putting this on. So this is Liquitex, and it's the iridescent medium. And all I did was brush on the feet after I got done painting them, and once they dried outside and stuff. And then I put this on top of it just to give it a little bit more shine. So that's what I did. So, but you can play with any kind of feet. If you don't have these feet, you can also use feet from wood things. Like a lot of times I've used these, and all I've done is put glue on the very top of it right here, and then I squish it down on my project, and it pretty much stays. So I've used these two as well. You can use those. You can use just about anything that you want. So, but I'm going to show you how I put this on. And yes, screws do go in this one. Alright, so all I did was put my art glitter glue. I just put it right on the inside of this metal, so that way it can stick to the paper real good. Alright, glue it up, and then you set it on here. Now these type of feet that I have, they come, once you put them on the corner of your project, they have a tilt to them. So, and I like that is because I need to take and make sure this little screw goes in between our chipboards. Okay, and it will work, and I'll show you in just a minute what it looks like on the inside. I hope you're seeing this. Sorry guys, I have to put a lot of pressure down on it, so I apologize. I moved it towards me. Are y'all excited? We're almost done with this. We are almost done. And I think the next project that I'm going to do is going to be probably the hot glue gun storage. So a lot of people have asked me because they've seen it in some of my videos. Now these screws will tighten down really, really well. Let's see if it'll show. Come on. Oh, it's trying to focus what's back there in the back. So it's not going to focus. But anyway, oh, there it goes. See? It fits in at an angle, and I'm okay with that because, like I said, I can take that screw and I'm actually placing it right in between the chipboard. Okay? So now that we flip it over, you don't see any of those screws. Not one of them. So they're so tiny that they actually fit in between the chipboard. So that's why I like using these little feet. And how cool is that it's not going to get, you can get things underneath it if you needed to, but it's just so beautiful, guys. What do you think? I'm so excited. Alright, so let's put our plastic back in. Alright, there we go. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Is that not gorgeous? Anyway, that's what I come up with. And right now my distress is making it hard for me to get it out. So, but yeah, that's how I have to struggle to pull it out. So I wanted to come up with something different that can be used while we're crafting, so we don't have to keep pulling on this and it hurts our hands right here. So I'm really cool with that. I think it turned out beautiful. I'll tell you a little trick about these. I sanded this all down, went outside, painted it all completely white, and then what I used was this little bead stuff right here. I'll show you, that came on this big spool. So what I used is I just put glue on it and followed it all the way around is what I did. So that added a little bit of, you know, shabbiness to our little tool. Why not, you know? So, but yeah, guys, that is it. I think we accomplished it. Let's put this over here. Let me get my glue put up. So what do you guys think? Isn't this awesome? I think it's amazing. You know, inspiration to your desk, and you know, who doesn't like shabby and beautiful stuff? Now, you don't have to make this with the diamonds or anything. You don't have to do that if you don't want to. It's completely up to you. You can use whatever you want. Like, I'll show you. I know this is going to be difficult, but let me show you this. Let me bring you back out. Hang on. Okay, let me bring you back out a little bit. Sorry for the glare, guys, but this is all shabby, and it's just gorgeous, isn't it? Okay, let's see. Wait a minute. I have another one over here, so we'll just put that one there. Alright, so in my stash, okay, stash of these trims right here, I have a plastic box that has all kinds of flat back beads and stuff like that. So I have them stored in here, and then these right here come from the Dollar General, and you can use these just as well. So you can actually do anything you want. You can even line it with beads or whatever you want. I mean, so, but yeah, so that's how I accomplished that. So yes, so I think we are done. I'm so super excited. What do you guys think? How did this turn out? Did this not turn out beautiful? I love it. Love it. I gotta look at the picture again. I love it. It absolutely turned out gorgeous. So I really like it. And then we'll flip it over and see the back. All the little feet. I love it. I love it. Okay, guys. Here is a surprise to the video. If you have watched the whole entire thing, you have to comment on this video saying that you shared the video. Okay? So if you shared the video or liked it, and make sure you're subscribed to my YouTube channel, you are entered into a chance to win this beautiful, beautiful shabby desk ink station. Yes, I'm giving it away. It will be a prize on this comment. I'm sending this to you. It will be free postage and everything. Now, with undermining that, or to remind you guys, I cannot ship out of USA. So for that, I do apologize. But your encouragement, your comments, and your likes are always very appreciative. So, but I'm going to talk about this digital collection one more time. Don't forget to go over there to MARKBOOK with an N Planners. with an S. And go over there to Etsy and go pick up this beautiful digital. It is absolutely gorgeous. And if you can see, there's 20% off. So that makes it a really good deal. She may have something going on different. I've videoed this for the past 2 or 3 days. So I don't know if it's going to be 20% off or not. But go on over there and pick out the beautiful collection. And then that way, so you can start doing this throughout your whole entire craft room. Like, so for mine that I did, and I picked out my stationery paper. I call it my stationery paper. And it is from a beautiful digital from an amazing artist that I've known for years. It is a discontinued, so I can't tell you anything about it other than it's discontinued. But so I use this pattern for everything in my craft room. Okay, so everything starts fitting together, like my ink storage unit, my square ink storage unit. Okay, like, so for this one right here, here is that pattern paper, the design paper. It's a digital. Okay, so, but yeah, so this is kind of like throughout my whole entire craft room. And it just matches beautifully. I love it. Don't you guys? I mean, look, that is just not gorgeous or what? So yes, so that's what I have going on. I'm dropping everything. Don't mean to. I'm setting things on top of stuff that's gonna spill. But anyways, this, my digital. Okay, we'll talk about this. Let me get it out over here. Sorry, guys. My desk is a mess. I've got to clean up. The project is done. So everything's got to go back into its place, right? Okay, so talking about my digital. Okay, I've had lots of thoughts about this. And I have put a lot of thought into making this for you guys to follow along with me in the YouTube channel. So with that being said, I'm going to put this in my Ko-fi. And you can get it from there for this good thought desk ink station that you can make on your desk. You can certainly make 2 of them, 3 of them, whatever you want to do. So, but yes, so this will be in my Ko-fi, and you can go download this PDF, and you're going to follow along with me exactly like what I have on this paper. Okay? So these are your templates is what I'm trying to say. Alright? So, like what I said, this is the giveaway. Is that not gorgeous? Somebody is going to be so happy to receive this. This is a handmade item, and it is beautifully crafted together. So, not perfect, but it's craft, and I love it. So, with that being said, I think I'm going to hop on out of here, you guys. If you had watched the whole entire video, please give me a thumbs up. Let me know that you liked it. And please comment on it so that way you can be put in for the drawing for this. And share too. That would be amazing as I'm trying to grow my channel. So, and hop on over there to Mark Book and Planners and pick out her digitals. So yeah, so I'm gonna get out of here because I think I've repeated myself 15 times already. Alright guys, with that being said, I will talk to you guys later. Bye.